Today's urgent update is about an important February 25th deadline that could directly affect your Social Security payment, including checks around $790 that many retirees, SSI recipients, and SSDI beneficiaries depend on each month. Federal agencies have confirmed new verification and compliance requirements that must be completed in order to avoid interruptions, delays, or temporary suspensions of benefits. This is not a rumor, and it is not speculation. It is a reminder that certain administrative steps must be completed on time to ensure that payments continue without disruption. If you receive Social Security retirement benefits, supplemental security income, Social Security disability insurance, or related federal support, this update applies to you. Every year, the Social Security Administration conducts routine eligibility reviews, account verifications, and payment audits. These reviews are part of federal law and are designed to make sure benefits are sent to the correct person in the correct amount and to the correct bank account. When deadlines are missed, even by mistake, payments can be paused until records are updated. For many seniors who rely on approximately $790 or more per month, even a short delay can create serious financial stress. That is why acting before February 25 is so important. One of the most common reasons payments are delayed is outdated personal information. If your address has changed, if your bank account has changed, or if your marital status or household situation has changed, those updates must be reported properly. Federal agencies use this information to calculate eligibility and payment amounts. When the system detects missing or inconsistent data, it can automatically flag an account for review. During that review period, payments may be placed on hold until verification is completed. Another major factor this year involves identity verification measures. In recent years, there has been an increase in identity theft and fraudulent benefit claims. To protect legitimate recipients, federal authorities have strengthened identity confirmation procedures. Some beneficiaries have received notices requesting additional documentation, confirmation of direct deposit details, or updated proof of eligibility. Ignoring these notices can result in temporary suspension of benefits until the issue is resolved. For individuals receiving supplemental security income, reporting income accurately is especially important. SSI payments are based on income and living arrangements. If income is not reported correctly, the system may calculate an incorrect amount. In some cases, this leads to overpayments, which later must be repaid. In other cases, missing reports may cause the system to stop payments entirely until clarification is provided. Acting before the February 25th administrative deadline ensures your account remains in good standing. Retirement beneficiaries must also pay attention to direct deposit accuracy. If a bank account has been closed or changed and the Social Security Administration does not have updated information, the payment can be returned to the government. When a payment is returned, it may take several weeks to reissue funds. For seniors living on fixed incomes, waiting weeks for a reissued payment is not manageable. Confirming bank information before the deadline prevents that problem. There are also ongoing reviews related to disability status for SSDI recipients. Continuing disability reviews are conducted periodically to confirm that a recipient still meets medical eligibility requirements. While not every recipient is subject to review at the same time, some individuals may have received paperwork requesting updated medical information. Failure to return requested documentation by the specified date can lead to suspension of payments. Completing paperwork early avoids unnecessary interruptions. Cost of living adjustments have also been applied to Social Security payments in recent cycles. While many beneficiaries have seen modest increases, these adjustments sometimes trigger account reviews, especially if combined with other benefit programs such as Medicaid or housing assistance. The system cross-checks data to ensure that combined benefits remain within eligibility guidelines. Responding promptly to any notice ensures continued payment without delay. The $790 figure that many people reference represents a common benefit level for certain SSI recipients and lower-income retirees. While individual amounts vary depending on work history and eligibility category, this amount reflects what many seniors rely on monthly for rent, groceries, utilities, and medications. Protecting that payment requires attention to official notices and compliance with reporting rules. Retirement beneficiaries also face periodic reviews, although they are generally less frequent. These reviews often focus on direct deposit details, address verification, and coordination with Medicare. If a bank account has been changed, even recently, confirmation must be processed correctly. If the system attempts to deposit funds into a closed account and the payment is returned, it can create a delay that lasts several weeks. Confirming banking information before the payment cycle closes prevents returned payments. For individuals receiving Social Security disability insurance, continuing disability reviews are a normal part of the system. These reviews confirm that medical eligibility still exists under program guidelines. If paperwork is mailed requesting updated medical information or confirmation of work activity, that documentation must be completed accurately and on time. Missing the submission window can cause temporary benefit suspension. Acting before February 25 allows enough time for documents to be reviewed and processed before the next payment date. It is also important to understand how stimulus-related adjustments and cost of living increases interact with regular benefits. When federal authorities approve cost of living adjustments, benefit amounts change. These increases can sometimes trigger automatic recalculations across other assistance programs. For example, if a small increase pushes income slightly higher, certain benefits might require verification to confirm continued eligibility. Responding quickly to any related notice ensures payments remain consistent. Some beneficiaries receive notices regarding overpayments. Overpayments occur when the system determines that more money was paid than eligibility allowed, often due to delayed income reporting or administrative errors. If an overpayment notice is received and ignored, the system may begin withholding part or all of a monthly benefit. Addressing the issue before February 25th can prevent automatic withholding from the upcoming payment. Representative payees must also remain attentive. When someone manages benefits on behalf of another person, annual accounting reports are required. These reports show how benefit funds were used for housing, food, and personal needs. If the report is not submitted, payments can be paused. Submitting required documentation before the administrative cutoff protects the beneficiary from interruption. Medicare premium deductions should also be reviewed carefully. Many retirees have Part B premiums deducted automatically from their Social Security payments. If there is a discrepancy in Medicare enrollment or premium amounts, it can change the net payment unexpectedly. Reviewing recent benefit statements ensures there are no surprises and gives time to correct any errors before the next deposit. Fraud prevention measures continue to be strengthened nationwide. As a result, some beneficiaries are selected for identity verification updates. These measures are intended to protect legitimate recipients from identity theft. If you have received a request to verify personal information, ignoring it can cause delays. Completing verification early ensures uninterrupted access to your benefits. It is also important to remain cautious about scams. While this February 25th deadline relates to legitimate administrative processes, scammers sometimes try to exploit deadlines by impersonating officials. Official communication will reference your specific account and follow established procedures. Staying calm and responding only through proper channels protects your information and your payment. For seniors living on fixed incomes, even a single missed payment can cause serious hardship. Rent, utilities, food, insurance premiums, and medications must still be paid on time. The $790 figure may represent the difference between stability and financial strain for many households. Protecting that payment means being proactive rather than reactive. If an account does go into suspension because a deadline was missed, benefits are usually reinstated once documentation is processed. However, processing times can vary. It may take several weeks before the next payment is issued. In some cases, missed payments are paid retroactively, but that does not help with immediate bills. Acting before February 25 eliminates that risk entirely. It is also helpful to keep personal records organized, maintain copies of benefit letters, income statements, bank confirmations, and any forms submitted. If there is ever a question about whether documentation was provided, having proof simplifies resolution. Good record keeping supports smooth benefit management. Family members who assist elderly relatives should review mail carefully during this period. Many seniors overlook official letters because they appear routine. A short notice requesting confirmation may not seem urgent at first glance. Taking time to review every communication ensures nothing important is missed. Another factor to consider is recent life changes. Marriage, divorce, the death of a spouse, changes in living arrangements, or part-time work can all affect eligibility calculations. Reporting changes promptly keeps records accurate and prevents future overpayments or suspensions. Technology upgrades within federal systems also play a role this year. As databases are modernized and cross-referenced, discrepancies are identified more quickly. While this improves long-term efficiency, it also means unresolved issues are flagged faster. Acting before the processing deadline ensures your account remains clear. The February 25 timeline represents a processing threshold before the next monthly payment cycle is finalized. Administrative systems begin preparing payment files in advance of deposit dates. Once the file is finalized, unresolved accounts may be excluded until corrections are made. Completing required actions before that internal cutoff ensures inclusion in the payment batch. It is important to remember that most beneficiaries who have no outstanding issues will receive payments as usual. This update is about protecting against avoidable interruptions. It encourages careful review of personal information, timely response to official notices, and proactive management of benefit records. For those who recently applied for benefits or updated information, monitoring account status is wise. Ensure that any requested documentation has been acknowledged and processed. If something was mailed, confirm that it was received. Early follow-up prevents last-minute complications. Financial stability in retirement depends on consistency. Social Security benefits were designed to provide predictable monthly support. Protecting that predictability requires cooperation with administrative procedures. Meeting deadlines, updating information, and verifying records are part of maintaining that stability. This urgent reminder about February 25 is not meant to cause fear. It is meant to empower beneficiaries with knowledge. Understanding how the system works allows you to protect your income confidently and calmly. Administrative compliance ensures uninterrupted benefits. As we close this update, remember that your Social Security payment, whether it is $790 or another amount, represents years of work and contribution. It is an earned benefit. Safeguarding it means paying attention to official communications, keeping your information current, and acting before deadlines pass. Taking action now ensures that your next payment arrives on schedule without delays or unexpected holds. Acting early prevents stress, protects financial stability, and preserves the monthly support you rely on. Staying informed and proactive is the best way to keep your benefits secure and your peace of mind intact.